Hello and welcome. And today, once again, twice in 1 week, it's a little bit of a special occasion. Since it's New Year's basically today, I thought I'm just gonna go over most of the stuff. Wasn't Twitter, but just having a little fun and whatever with that, let's call it art I made. So memeing around with Vtuber most of the time, and I'm probably gonna combine a few of them. I went through the whole folder, which is I think about 200 images almost, and yeah, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 VTuber where I have enough to basically make a nice compilation, basically. Yeah. And I thought that might be fun. Maybe it depends how much time I'm gonna take for that, and if I have a nice idea, maybe I'm gonna make a few new ones, but yeah, that's basically the plan for the day. So, I think I have everything ready. It's weird. I'm not quite used to. Okay, my nice background, obviously, very fantastic. One of my favorite character, Bondroot, and yeah, the folder. Oh. That's actually not supposed to be over here, but it is irrelevant. So, those are basically the main folders I am prepared, since it is a lot of material. After looking through it, it is a little bit. So, this should be the main bulk. I'm actually interested. How much is it? 89. Yeah, 89 files. And that's basically all from this year. I don't think they are ordered in regards of time right now. Usually they were sorted by time. Sort by date. So that is not really an issue. I can open it with Critter. I tested it before. So that's basically where it started. I don't quite remember when, why, and so on. I made this, but it is still fun. It's basically fusion dance between Iron Mouse and Cinnamon Roll. It's probably already quite old. It's probably somewhat beginning of the year. So my usual software, I use this basically for everything. Digital art regarding, it's quite okay. It's probably not the best, but it works. And it's free, so. And I already have an idea for this piece. Let's create an actual meme out of it. I need. Just saying, I'm not very good at that kind of stuff. I'm nowhere near of a professional. I'm just bullshitting around with it. And yeah, that's the extent of my expertise. And I can't find the other image. Why is it scrambled now? They were so nicely organized. Okay, we can downsize quite a bit. Let's organize it a little. Say, doing digital art stuff is not that complicated if you learn this kind of stuff. This is probably one of the most important things to learn if you want to do anything with digital art. Learning how to use layers. A lot of the rest is just nice to know and fancy, but yeah. And if you actually want to be professional, there is a lot of stuff to make it more professional, but for bullshitting around on Twitter and having fun with people, I think my expertise is good enough. Yeah. I'll just have a look if everything is still working alright. It is weird not having my usual setup. Okay. Oh. I made a oopsie, I think. I don't know what I did. 1 second. That should be fine. And I still don't know why that's cutting that kind of weird shape. I don't know. I think the cutting tool here is different than on my other version. This is a more modern version, which is overall better, but at the same time, I'm not that used to it, so it's weird. I think you can add stuff with the cutting tool. No. Yeah, you can. And I basically have to, since I fucked it up. That's actually very useful. But if you don't know about it, it's confusing. I still remember doing this. It took me quite a while since I couldn't color pick the hair. I just went through and basically cut it out all by hand, which is quite usual for my stuff, since color picking and the magic wand here, it is a very nice tool, but very often it doesn't work as intended. And the magnet tool, I don't know, I never got used to it. I don't know, I hate it. Now, to combat dyslexia, that's the fusion dance. This section is relatively close to most other programs, so if you understand Word, you basically understand this part as well. It's not that much more complicated. It's just whatever. Let's maybe even bigger. Yeah, that should be fine. Then, actually, yeah, maybe even bigger. Let's go with 32. A lot of the stuff I do is trial and error. I'm too incompetent with that kind of stuff to actually know what I do. But it's still fun to do. Usually what you want to do with some meme stuff is pick white as a color and just get a layer outside with black to differentiate it, but I don't know. This feels right. First thing done. Now I have to. Yeah, let's just. Let's save both. It is often useful having the actual workable file. Save as. I usually save it as PNG. It's just whatever. PNG is high quality, but it uses up a little bit more space, so usually it's not really a huge issue, but if you have to conserve some data, then you shouldn't go with PNG. And transparent backgrounds are also PNG, so if you ever save something with a transparent background, please save it as a PNG. That's the most annoying thing, trying to find something, and it is not PNG. What did I want to do? Okay, yeah. It is now here. And I thought, yeah, might as well, since I'm doing all this, yeah, I could just live tweet it on Twitter, so why not? Getting all this stuff out, everything I did over the year, I think that's fun and interesting. I have to work out how to write it. It's difficult. Dyslexia as a bitch. Yeah, that's probably fine. Now I just have to find the image, put it here. Usually, most of the stuff are made on Twitter and memed around with Vtuber. But yeah, I don't tweet that much usually, since, I don't know, most of the stuff is more or less interacting with people directly, since that's more fun for me. I just have to find out where to put it. Here, and where's the pink lady? Ooh, hello. Today is a special stream, more special than usual. I'm memeing around and going over all the bullying and memeing I did over the year. That should be fine. It's afternoon, but quite okay. It's evening is probably gonna be loud since New Year's. I thought I'm gonna do the stream in my normal time, stream time, and yeah. Let's cut off. That's why you saved this version, since you can cut around it a little. That's guesswork. Yeah, that looks fine. Sometimes, if you have a not ideal format, it gets cut off on Twitter and whatnot. Yeah, safe. Let's give it another try. It's not perfect, but it's fine, I think. Yeah, I can live with that. Okay, this is basically finished. I didn't really do a lot with Iron Mouse, so I didn't really meme around a lot. This was... I didn't know for what I made that. Let's make a new folder for finished stuff. Ooh, those are all the Vtuber assets I made over the year. This is actually the first one. Oh, you can't open it here. Subnautica inspired spear gun. I made this for my first actually stream, so dear in my heart. No, that doesn't matter. It's fine as it is. The Thomas hat. Okay, I'm just gonna do it this way. Yeah, the background, the Halloween background. It's just I just use it still, but I modified it in a way where I made it in a way where I can modify it basically whenever I want to, with whatever I find or want to add. So it's pretty fun. That I should probably add a few new things at some point. It's been a while since there was a new edition. My super smart IQ hat. I don't know why it doesn't really work. Ooh, the Translator, Knife, Lickma University, Professor Lanley, one of my first pixel arts, Thomas, the Dream Tank Engine. I made this for a meme, I think. I can't really remember, to be honest. So, yeah, that's the whole folder. Anything else? That's a meme I made. There are several of those memes. So, for example, the paw of a cat and jelly beans, and yeah, is it really worth it? And I had a very nice picture of Coco, and her eyes very much look like a polished ruby. So I had to. And she's cute on the picture. Ooh, pixel art snowman. This was one of the first picture I photoshopped. It was basically, she had a thread with, she dreamt of having a bath in clam chowder, and I didn't know exactly what else. Something with bombs, if you can make bombs out of something. And I was like, yeah, how does that fit together? Are you thinking about making bombs out of clam chowder? And yeah, this was the meme result. Her in a bathtub full of clam chowder. To be honest, it's not even that bad photoshopped, considering this is one of the first I made. And obviously, a big fat man. But it looks very disgusting, to be honest. Yeah. This is almost where it started. I think the Iron Mouse thing was first, but still. This is the very early days. Very early days. And what else? Ooh, this one is also fun. Just me in a tank was a music is I killed the music apparently. Did I? Why did I? Okay, I don't know. That's back. So someone was like, yeah, look at my new spell, and had a gun, and I was like, yeah, I have a new summoned I summoned tank. So it was probably someone in the D&D community. Ooh. That's also something I made at least twice. I didn't know who started it. I saw someone was like, yeah, they have the egg form, so the ball form, and I, made them to an egg. This is not the best. I have one other one that's even worse, and one that's better. Yeah. Then there are a few of Mythic, so it's a new VTuber group. They are fun to meme around. And this one is supposed to be in here. I organized it already, but isn't it? Okay, maybe there it is, and this is here. I already was pretty sure I'm gonna miss some pictures, so I organized them all somewhat to the corresponding VTuber, so I don't miss any if I work with them. That's just because I didn't. Ooh, that was the response. So yeah, I threatened Nimu with, yeah, she hates fish, and I was like, yeah, now I know her weakness. Photoshopped me with a fish, and he was like, yeah, now that I know how to defeat VTuber, we are all doomed. And obviously, what is the kryptonite of all VTuber? Caress. It is very poorly photoshopped, but chroma keying out Caress is not that easy. Especially, it was a cow stable, so not that easy to work around. But still, good enough for memes. And it was very easy to make. I can't really remember what this was, but it was basically, I don't know, but it's still fun. I think everyone knows how geese are. Imagine the menace that are geese with Soros fighting style and free katana. I'm pretty sure that's a nightmare no one wants to see. Actually, I don't think there's... I'm pretty sure I don't have anything actual nightmare fuel around here. I got rid of that. So... that's more or less probably one of the biggest nightmare fuel. I didn't know where it was. Someone made something similar and I was like, yeah, I found some balloons down here. Anyone want to join? It's obviously a reference to it. But that kind of photoshopping is also rather easy. You can see a few cut lines, but yeah, no one will look that much into it. I'm very often a huge perfectionist. I very much try to make it as nice as possible, usually. Ooh, that was just a little memeing, since I think it's her new model, and someone was like, yeah, that looks like an Among Us in her mouth, and I was like, yeah, but she has Among Us in her eyes as well. And actually, yeah, let's work on the real stuff. Now the stuff here is okay. That's a fun thing. I can't remember her name. I saw it on Reddit and I had to respond. It's basically she throwing a grenade at you and saying think fast. Yeah, I have a mirror, so let's hope the mirror works against that grenade. And yeah, we basically have to start with Doxy. She is probably one of the first VTuber I interacted with a lot on Twitter in general. She's pretty fun, and she's basically one of the main reasons why I enjoy Twitter as much as I do. It started basically back then. Now she's rather big already, so a few thousand followers I think on Twitter. But back then she had maybe 100, 150. And then, for some reason, Nextaku, so if you are somewhat familiar with Vtuber, you probably know of him. And he basically tweeted, yeah, if she gets to 6,900 followers, he will let her crush his head in her thighs. And yeah, basically this happened. It was quite fun bullying him, and it blew up a little, to be honest, more than anything before and since then, what I did. Which one was it? I think this one was literally, if you googled Doxy, the second picture that came up. So yeah, and there are a few other ones, but this was basically the collection that came to be before she had her first stream. She sadly didn't get to the 6,900 follower, but yeah, you still could bully Nextaku. And at some point, a lot of other VTuber joined us with Nux beatdown, where basically all just try to beat down Nux. That's also a masterpiece, very often used, since she was like, yeah, her skin is super dry and whatever, and I was like, yeah, that's confirmed her. because she's a simp. That's also because of a video where she called me stinky but delicious. While also simping for me a little, so, but not really, but yes. I didn't remember why, but she had enVtuber moment with something. So yeah, bullying people with that kind of stuff, and obviously she was very much enjoying herself with that kind of memeing around. That's the main thing. What do you think of party? It's just a little hangout with the memeing around I had over the last year. So it's more chilling out, not really party time. But making something like this is probably fun, and probably how old am I? Early 20s, let's just say. But if I thought making something like that for most from the VTubers have enough material is probably something they would find fun, especially since most of them were very fun to meme around with that kind of stuff. Ooh, hello. I assume you were here before and thought Dox is your waifu. I have some suspicion. Also, yeah, she lives on a rock, obviously. And there's another VTuber that's called Doxy. Yeah. She was probably one of the first VTuber I really liked to interact with on Twitter and such. She still is a lot of fun. Currently she is sick and I memed around with that, but yeah. Ooh, that's also nice Christmas Photoshop. You can see where I spliced the pictures together, but yeah, I had to define her beauty. Well, I don't remember why exactly, but it was warranted, and she herself was very, yeah. I think she did it to someone else, and I did it to her back within a few minutes. This one actually is still used, I think, to this day. She made this part, so her face, but I matched this one up, but I'm gonna do that now. I wanted to do this for basically as long as this thing exists. Why isn't it working? Hello. Don't tell me. What's wrong? Tablet won't work. Nextaku, he is relatively big in the VTuber scene, so usually people know of him. And she started half a year ago and was like, yeah, if Nextaku was like, yeah, if you get to 6,900 likes before you debut, he will let her crush his head between her thighs, and it became Nex Beatdown. Why won't you work? My Tron tablet won't work, and I need it. Okay. I think I never used it on this account, since it's a new one. My old one just died on me. Okay, now it works. I wanted to do... Is it worth it? Yeah, I'm just gonna do it right now. New... I don't care, whatever. I want this now fixed. A few of those details hurt me to look at for almost a half a year now, and I never was committed enough to finally fix it. One of the mistakes are mine, one is hers, and it still hurts. The hair would have been a perfect overlay if I scooched it back a little. That's a problem. It's not in separate layers anymore. Back then I could have erased it very, very easily. Since, yeah. Yeah, it still looks good, but that little detail, and this one, that was her. She made this part. This little detail hurts me to look at for literally months now. I need, where is it? There is a tool for this. I usually don't use it, but I want to. No, is it this? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, no, I don't want to fuck around with that. That seems merciful. For some reason my tablet is a little buggy. I need smaller. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person who ever noticed this little detail, so... But just to make myself feel better. Okay, yeah, it is. It is not perfect, but it is better. Save as PNG. Oh, it feels good. Now I can destroy this one. Delete. Remove layer. That one was fun. That was when thinking about when the One Piece live action came out, and she was very much into into Buggy the Clown. So we bullied her with that. Crazy Frog. I made that while she was on stream. I didn't. It was something about frogs, and I had to bully her with that. And I was very much considering cutting this part off, but something told me it wouldn't be alright. And people were on my side with that. But her design, since it's white, I'm just gonna cut it out. Does it work? Yeah, it is Photoshop, so it is not directly my art. Did I ever made directly art for? No, but I made some actual art. I'm not gonna put up every image in, only the fun, nice ones. This one is also fun. Yeah, that works. She was also one of the VTuber that inspired me to maybe make a cooking stream. Since she made, I think to this day, 2 tweets where she was like, yeah, she burned pasta. She burned literal noodles. That's an achievement. That's just another one of the old ones. Ooh, this one is fun. This, I have to say, is actually well made. This is original. All of those are added in. She's added in, and the head here is added in. The rest is all original. So the body here and this dude. That, I don't know why I got this that nice. I would have assumed I would fuck it up more. For some reason it just worked out. Where's the next? Ooh, that's actually from a game I very much like, and I played at the time. It was something, yeah, she is a skinwalker or something. That's Skin Bandit from Kenshi. Those are literal robots who hunt down people, skin them alive, and put on their skin as costumes. So, very nice. The game is actually very, very good, but also, yeah, weird. This is where it all started, basically, with Doxy. This one is just fun. Since she simped for me once in her debut, this one is probably the most used one of me in regards of her, since it is just fantastic. And yeah, she's obviously an old lady. And she lives under a rock. Ooh, there is Hunter x Hunter. I can't remember her name, but she's fun. And yeah, it's a she. And there's an other optional version of this one. Since it was more, basically 69 was very important for Doxy success on Twitter, and I was like, yeah, when I get 69 follower on Twitter, I'm just gonna go and crush her head between my thighs. You shouldn't yeah, he volunteered himself to be crushed between the thighs. Might as well. Actually, no. Since there's 69, 69 can't be mirrored. Now I want to arrange them. Since this is basically the magnum opus of the year. So this one is the best. That's also why I took it as a thumbnail. It was not that easy to do, to be honest. I literally cut up the eye here, cut a piece of flesh basically out, morphed it around, gave it a background, and then put in the hook. It's the torture dance scene from JoJo, if you don't know. It is culture. I'm arranging them more or less in importance, or how cool they are. I don't know. Actually, this one is also pretty nice. That works, okay. But making all of those, it was a lot of fun, to be honest. I should probably save. The program is relatively stable, but it tends to, yeah, have some problems sometimes. And I don't want to do this all over again. I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna question that. Ooh, she living under the rock, obviously. Oops. I don't know. I just want to have a nice arrangement. Having all the work in one piece. Actually, somewhat works. Can snip around afterwards a little. That's not really a problem. I don't know, skin bandit. It was also around the time where the new Street Fighter came out, so this image was pretty up to date back then. I have an idea. This one is rather important, since who fucks up pasta? And she did it twice. I don't know. I don't have any space for you right now, but I can make some. SpongeBob, you have to move down. Yeah, it's not gonna be perfect. It's just a nice collection of memes. Well, actually, the Doxy Clown was also pretty fun. I think I have to cut a few. Which ones are not that important? Even though... this one... Nah. This one was the first one, but still, it's not as important as Clown Doxy. She used this... This was literally used on at least 1 or 2 thumbnails, also of other people, so... And Santa Doxy was actually... I didn't know why or how I made it this good looking. It just worked out for some reason. But yeah, I don't know. Ooh, Crazy Frog. Oops. Crazy Frog has to be here. Crazy Frog is too crazy. Okay, yeah, that's basically perfect. He looks too creepy. Ooh, Doggy Doxy. Doggy Doxy has to be somewhere. Doggy Doxy was fun. I know where to put her. Blue's Clues. I need to modify it a little. Make it easier. I need this thing. String X. This kind of stuff is mostly guesswork for me. Getting out the white remnants is sometimes not that easy. Yeah, it's... Oops. Wrong. That's why I usually like to work with actual PNGs. That should work. Now move you over here. I don't know. Yeah. There's still room for one more around here, I think. Yeah. Now only I have to find one that fits around here. Okay, yeah, this one looks derpy enough to just be in a corner. But you have to be here. No. Yes, but I need to do this. Oops. That's not so good. I don't like that her background is gray. You can see how organized I am. I'm very, very organized. Yeah, the buggy one actually. I think she went to a interview more or less, or a podcast, something like that. That podcast actually used that buggy one as the thumbnail, or used it in the thumbnail. Why is her design so shit to cut out? You know what? Just gonna do it by hand. At least a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Now just have to move it a little. Perfect, I think. Should be fine. Oh, yeah, I wanted to modify a few to cut off a little material, make it a little bit more cohesive. But doing this kind of stuff is just fun and chill. I know I've gotten somewhat good at it compared to when I started. Where is it? That's often a little issue, finding what you were looking for in here. Okay, yeah, it was the highest layer. I want to remove a little of this. To make Crazy Frog a little bit more significant. Anything else? Yeah, this one. I don't like this corner. But this one is still probably one of the best ones. Yeah, I can increase Buggy. Buggy was pretty fun. Yeah, I think that's a nice collection of what I did last year in regards of Doxy. File save. Save as Doxy PNG. Yeah, should be fine. And I'm gonna put it on to Twitter. I'm pretty sure she will appreciate. She was very, very into that stuff, since I'm pretty sure it got her a decent amount of exposure. that kind of material was, it actually went somewhat big. Not actually big, but people knew of it. And to some degree, because of me. Considering how much it is. And, okay. Let's have a look. It's Twitter. That should be fine. I need writing stuff with dyslexia is very, very fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's the best. Oops, yeah, should be fine. I have to pre-write it, so I have some spell correction.
Here's the definition of beat down of the sun. Radiate intense heat and brightness.
Where is it? It should be all right. Let's have a look if I have written it correctly. Yeah. That should be fine. See. This one was basically the beginning for my Twitter memeing. But not the ending. Goblin? Let's do her first. Hers is pretty fun. It's basically a lot of Avatar, The Last Airbender. And yeah, she is pretty nice. She is just a chaotic, I don't know, chaotic. And this one is also, that's the picture where a frog eats a snake. And she is a Gundam frog pilot, Vtuber, whatever. And yeah, that was one of the results. That's also fun. The original was just this one slice of cheese, and I, yeah, added a little bit onto it. obviously you can never have enough cheese. Another avatar. Yeah, she was very much like, yeah, ooh, about burning. Later on there is something burning. About burning down my house, basically. I memed around about it, but it basically happened. Yeah, that was basically the start. No, not quite that was the start. The other one was the evolution. There are two versions, but I think this one I can just leave out. It's not that relevant. This one is fun. The Gumwent calendar. If you know Avatar, she's a crazy lost child. Okay, I have to remove the background here. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Still problematic. She's a pretty fun VTuber. She's very, very chaotic. Yeah. She is, she memed around about Christmas a lot. For example, her Gumvent calendar. This thing. I designed it. She was like, yeah, if she had an advent calendar, she would fill it with marinara sauce. And yeah, I added a few details, let's call it. Imagine you get that kind of calendar. And yeah, she memed around because of Avatar, The Last Airbender, a lot. So I helped her to terrorize her community. Don't need that right now. I want this up here. And actually, this should be over here, and this should be over here. Evolution. Making her the bowl cut was quite interesting. But the best thing is, most VTuber are very, very much open to memeing around like this. But I think the Advent calendar is the masterpiece. This one is just a little fun whatever thingy. It's from Cuphead, and she was like, yeah, that's me, and I added it a little, so it's literally her. Anything else? And yeah, she looks like a lost child sometimes. To be honest, not too far off. Yeah, color editing is very uncomfortable most of the time, but also, yeah, you get used to it. I'm still very much shit at it. Where is the layer I wanted to work with? Here it is. I'm just gonna cut it out a little. That should be fine. I even have my drawing cloth on. It's not the finest work, very much not bad. I don't care. It's memes. Memes are better if they are a little bit scuffed. And I want you. But I want to remove a little bit of you. Yeah, that's why I said learning to work with layers is probably one of the most important things if you want to do digital art in any way. That's fine. I don't have too much material of her. Save as PNG. It's a little bit too organized, but it's fine. A little bit more chaos, especially for her, would be probably appropriate. Now I need Twitter. Doxy at least retweeted my collection already. Yeah. Even though she is very, very sick, she posted a voice thingy, and she sounds like death. She sounds like she just awoke from a 1,000-year-old nap, a long nap. And I wanted to do something. Here it is. I want this. I want this. Why can't I find her? Twitter is sometimes a bit weird, to be honest. I need this one. And scroll, and here she is. Okay, I was on the right track, but it didn't work. Oops. There she is. Yeah, most of them I already posted on Twitter, but this is the collection. Most of them came from memeing around on Twitter with people. So most of them were also back and forth with people on Twitter, mostly. assortment of yeah, that should be fine. Writing is my nemesis. I still can't write year correctly in German or in English. I still am absolutely unsure how to write it. Yeah, should be fine. And considering most of, basically all of them, it was more back and forth and memeing around, I'm pretty sure they will appreciate that kind of stuff. Seeing all of it together. Ooh, that's another big one. And I know, yeah, I messed something up. It is over here. It should be over there. Yeah, let's make the next one. This one, I don't know. I meme around with this dude a lot. Ooh, this one is actually, I have to say, pretty nice. It's a goblin, so Twitter goblin. And when he played Alien vs Predator, Alien something, Alien Isolation or something, I had a glorious idea. And I recently rewatched Alien vs Predator. It is not as good as it should be, but it's not that bad. And he got a new model done, but teased it with one part of his face, so I only had 1 foot to work, or both feet, I think both feet to work off, so this part and about this part, and the rest I made myself, and I was very, very disappointed. His model does not quite look like that. I'm pretty sure this one would be the superior Vtuber model. And obviously, since goblins are small and evil, goblin person, goblin protective cloth, and the reason why you need goblin protective cloth to make goblin shoes. I did something, oopsie. Okay, delete that oopsie, I think. Nah, it's goblin shoes. Goblin shoes is very, very nutritious, very healthy. So he would be on board with my proposal of making Gobche, the new Goblin Shoes brand. It's probably very healthy. Other version would be this one. This one is also, I think, fun. I can't remember why exactly I made this. This one is also very fun. The original picture was this, but instead of the mousetrap there was gold coins, and he was like, yeah, what if I steal your gold coins? And that's my answer. This traumatized him a little. I don't know why exactly, but they are usually teeth. But I removed the teeth for some reason. I think he threatened to bite me. So, yeah, I remedied that. Among Us Goblin. Goblin Walking Goblin. Goblin Pimp. That's actually a drawing I made. It was a quick thinking on his birthday. I don't remember what exactly he was like. Yeah, he wants nuggets and gold. So he got shiny gold and nuggets. Ooh, encrypted. Gold nugget pimp. Among Us Goblin. Among Us Goblin is, I don't know. Let's put it over here. Creepy smile obviously has to be very well visible. This one is also fun. He was like, yeah, he can't sleep, someone should punch him so he can fall asleep. That's from the old Star Wars movie. What was the planet called? I don't know, but basically the log trap. And if you zoom in, you can very much see that this is not a tree. If you work around with those kind of stuff, you realize, yeah, these movies are old. That's another goblin, which is also coming up since he posts a lot of things I can very easily Photoshop, so it's too tempting to not to do that. You belong here. Mirror. Let's make more goblin shoes. Yeah, oddly enough, there are a lot of goblin VTuber. I didn't really know I knew one goblin VTuber before that, but it's only the tip of the iceberg. And they have a very tight community. So the goblin VTuber, they know each other very well. I didn't know that would be that big. But yeah, Goblin VTuber are a thing, and they are not that uncommon. Ooh, the Alien versus Predator. This one was actually pretty nice. He's also a relatively small VTuber, so bigger than me, but still small fry. I have an idea. You need to sit on the couch as well. I know, that's fine. I'm just gonna fix it up a little here and there. I don't know. I need to put my pen. I might actually do some actual art stream at some point. I don't know. I'm not the best artist if it comes to actual drawing. I'm very, very bad. But it might be fun at some point. Especially if I made it into a more community thing, so maybe get a suggestion from chat. Oh, that's fun. If I were organized, I could actually also link their channel in the description, but that would mean that I have to find them, which might be possible. Actually, I could do that. Or at least a Twitter. That might be the easiest solution. Since all of them are fun, to be honest. Yeah. So, yeah, then have a nice new year. Happy New Year. Yeah, that's the actual saying. Okay, I think that's... Did I already save it as a PNG as a question? Did I? No. Yeah, PNG. Save. I'm pretty bad at names. I always have to look up the people, since I know their nicknames more or less, but the actual names are often a mystery to me. Where are you? Goblin? No goblin. Here is... Oh, yeah. His last name is, on Twitter is Trist. I have to find him. Twitter. Okay. For some reason, Twitter does not want me to add people. Okay. Sometimes it's also a problem since oh, hello. Oh, pretty well. It's a nice hangout. It's basically the first time having that kind of stream, and it's just going a little over some memes I had with yeah, Vtuber over the year. And it was a lot, to be honest. And I thought making a little collection of them and tweeting them to the Vtuber I memed around with, I'm pretty sure they appreciate it. And it is just fun to have a look at that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty pretty okay. And one second. Brain is shortly AFK. I wanted to write something. Yeah, it's not really a super special day, but yeah. How are you? And New Year's coming up. I didn't really realize that till yesterday. Thought it's still a week away or so. Okay, why? Oh, yeah. Yep. Let's take a sip of water. I don't need you right now. Okay. There was also actually some art made of me. I think there are only 3 or so art pieces I made of myself in general. Ooh. That was also a legendary moment. But I should do myself at the very end, to be honest. The final magnum opus. Oh. This VTuber, she is, let's say, interesting. Since the first interaction I had with her. I think that picture sums her up pretty well. The color correcting this picture was actually not that easy, to be honest. I had to cut everything, since her color theme is usually pink. I had to cut around basically everything that's pink. Here you can see there was a hole, since she was holding sakura blossoms, and now she has her favorite beverage. Here's the other one, her other favorite beverage, for sure. And I actually made some actual art, so I actually had some drawings of her. Made some drawings of her. That's her and another VTuber taking a shower, the yearly shower basically. Just a riot truck, say important. That's her business meeting, obviously. They don't even know that I'm a Vtuber. That's here as an official emoji made. So I'm not bullying her. She is into it herself, and yeah. What else? Ooh, yeah. Obviously, very important. SpongeBob. She ripped her pants. Let's put that underneath here. Bullying people because they ripped their pants is very important. Okay, yeah, that was just little thing for Christmas. Basically, yeah, the presents she plans to give. This one has actually history. Without the bow, that was the first interaction I had with her, and I posted a meme image. I have the image somewhere, and she wanted, yeah, she's not very say so. Okay, don't need that. I want. It should be here. I posted that basically. I don't want to open it right now. I think you can see it well enough. It's just a Simpsons meme with the Helpmaster being like, yeah, pathetic, and looking down at her. But she was like, yeah, obviously it has to be your big dick. And that took me off guard, to be honest. That was, yeah. And since then, I meme around with her quite often. Alright. Ooh, yeah, the Trump mugshot. Also very nice. She also threatens to kill me quite often, so I'm allowed to do this. I don't even want to know how often she said, yeah, she wants to punch me or kill me. This one is also very special. There's another version, the actual original version, but she does not really like it that much. So I'm not gonna show it. And that's for her birthday. She got old and became... Actually, yeah, let's make it a little smaller. That's beautiful art, of course. All made by myself. It's actually not even that bad, considering it was more or less just a quick sketch around. Yeah, that's basically everything I have on her. File save as PNG. where are you? Oh yeah, Happy New Year. It's not quite New Year, but I'm preparing. I'm showing off the year worth of memeing. Where I wanted the pink hose pictures. Oh, I still have 8 hours of not being New Year. It's over here, yeah. Yeah, it should be basically midnight if I have the time somewhat memorized. So now I want this with this. Maybe steak. I don't know. I'm not yet. I made for dinner. I made the I made for dinner the pizza. So for me, since I had still one pizza dough ready, and I froze one and I put one into the freezer. So I want to see if you freeze the pizza dough, if it's still pretty nice. If it is, I'm probably gonna do it much more often. And yeah, for evening, New Year's, probably steak, or I don't know. Maybe just some smoked salmon and bread. I don't know. I'm not very huge festivity dinner, whatever. Yeah. It will be nice. I'm not very much into huge feasts with whatever courses. It's more like, yeah, having something somewhat nice. I can't really drink a lot of alcohol, so I'm probably gonna drink a little bit of champagne with orange juice. So I think it's called a mimosa. Probably a small glass of that. And that's probably the extent to what I'm gonna celebrate in regards of drinks. Fireworks, I didn't really get any since, I don't know, it's not really worth it. They are fun, but considering you throw out that much money for whatever. No, I'm gonna celebrate with my mom, but yeah, I'm gonna have a glass of mimosa and then probably head to bed. I'm not really huge in celebrating. Um, yeah, it's been like this for years. It's just, yeah, we gonna have a little toast and basically then head to bed, since after midnight the latest I can stay up usually and be useful is 2 a.m. After 2 a.m. I'm basically useless. At least if I have my normal sleeping rhythm, but after 2 a.m. I get cranky. Why would you work? Give me that. I want to pause it. Ah. Yeah, I thought it's just a nice thing to go over the whole stuff I made over the year. And it is overall also pretty chill. But when are my streams not chill? I'm too lazy to be high energy. Ooh, that's a whole collection. That's high IQ. Yeah. So have a nice new year. And probably don't get too drunk. I have some assumption that might happen. I don't have a lot of her, but she's absolutely lovely. I wouldn't have suspected that someone is drunk on New Year's Eve. So. Yeah, you have a nice New Year's party as well. That's probably the first thing I made it for. She's very, very lovely. She's a Eldritch abomination, basically. Tar demon. So, yeah. That was a little goof meme. This one I photoshopped, I think came out quite nice. Yeah, cutting around a platform was not that easy since South Park doesn't have the highest resolution, and I had to add my own fire since it was fire underwater, but cutting around fire, it's not really a thing you can do, or can do easily. With that one, I was a little bit mean, since she is getting her wisdom teeth removed, and it was like, yeah, what is she gonna do in the downtime? And I was like, yeah, probably not a lot, since she's gonna be preoccupied with being a chickmud. So I took her model, cut a few pieces out, and extended them. So normally her cheeks are normal, obviously. Then this one basically inspired the South Park one, just a top VTuber in the BB oil barrel. Yeah. This one was just a little fun thing on the side. This is a tar slime from Slime Rancher, but since she's a tar slime as well, I was like, yeah, I found a relative of yours. So, and the crown design is basically the crown design she made, and I just redrew it on the tar slime from Slime Rancher. And this should also be slightly removed, make it a little neater. Nah, that was too much. That's fine. And that's actually one of my first pixel art things I ever made. So, yeah. I have to say it came out at least decent. It's her alternative model, basically. But yeah, I didn't have too much material on her compared to the other ones. That's just... that seems about right. Save as. Save as PNG. Save. From of those, I only drew this and the crown. Most of it is basically Photoshop, to be honest. But a few of those Photoshops are somewhat advanced. Here, not that much, but I'm still pretty proud of the pixel art, especially since it was the first time or second time I ever tried pixel art. This is more or less how I meme around on Twitter and such. It's pretty fun. Oh, I know how to find her. There it is. And she is a pretty cool artist. She's absolutely lovely. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh. Those pieces are pretty bad. That were basically goofing around, making art as fast as possible just for the memes. That was the result. I don't think that warrants a new, overworked piece. This one I don't really like that much, I don't know. The other one, that was pretty fun. It took me probably 2 minutes, and she literally made it her phone background image. To be honest, understandable. That's high-end art. That's the perfect amount of low effort where it is cool. I didn't expect it to be as good as it is, to be honest. I thought it would be a lot worse. The first explosions. I still have one pretty big one. Yeah, it would be a waste to not do that. That's a nice masterpiece. Adding some of those details is not that easy. For example, the tail had to be cut several times. Fitting a dress made for a normal human onto an anime character, it's not easy. And yeah. She's all about burning stuff down. I'm just gonna put in the better pictures, to be honest. I don't know. A few of them don't have a preview picture, so I have to guess or just put them in and see what happens. Ooh, that one is fun. I don't remember the context. This one I remember context. My yard caught on fire, basically. Started quite burning, and I had to run out and extinguish it with the fire extinguisher. And I was memeing around that she basically was memeing around, yeah, she's gonna burn down whatever, and my yard literally caught on fire. Was very uncomfortable. Yeah, that's probably her biggest nightmare, becoming a firefighter, since she wants to burn down basically everything. Ooh, this one is fun. She's very, very much into Final Fantasy, and she absolutely hates the stress, so I obviously had to put it on her. The Fallenberg version of her model, to be honest, this is fantastic. I absolutely adore the version. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. I could actually just do it right now, since why not? Okay, it even worked. Usually her tail is pretty hard to cut around, from what I remember. I think I literally made a pre-cut version, so I don't have to do anything else anymore. Jeez. I need that to be gone, and this as well. This select. There's a shortcut for this select, but I never learned it. I don't know. I'm too lazy for that kind of stuff. Nice. And I don't know. Let's put in this one. It's me and her with flamethrower. I don't quite remember the context then, to be honest, but yeah, it is two VTuber with flamethrowers basically. It's pretty fun. Save as Rushi. File save as PNG. Actually, there is one missing. Just realized that it's supposed to be another very fun image. Just where are you? I'm 100% sure that there is one. If I don't find it right away, I'm just gonna keep it out. Or edit it later. Okay, I don't find it. Like, I don't know where it is. It should be here. This one is an image I modified, only very slightly. Someone posted that on some Discord, and I was like, yeah. Someone was like, yeah, this looks very spooky. And I just added those pixels, and it made it 10 times more horrifying. And I think I'm gonna go to the end stretch and just put the stuff I made of myself and generally. Yeah, it is already the right thingy. It's not that big. I don't do a lot. Never made a lot of myself. Oh, that's actually basically what I wanted to show, but it's the animated version, which is not really usable. Yeah, I should probably add those as well. Those are the fantastic images if I remove the hair. This one was just fun. I wanted the explosion meme. That's a pathetic meme. It was very important. Me with my absolute weapon, a fish. This one, the flamethrower. What the? Okay, that's probably the animation which bugged out. Pretty sure. Okay, yeah. To be honest, there are not a lot of images I made of myself. I'm a pretty bad artist. Oh no, not frames, flames. No, I can't find the original version. I'm probably just gonna do it off stream. I don't know. Since I probably have to head out. So I would say, yeah, I'm gonna end here. I don't know. It was at least interesting for me. So, ending off the year 2023, I started basically this year. Yeah, that's more or less half a year now, but I think it was a pretty fun year overall. Made quite a few, met quite a few interesting people. Chat is pretty fun. So, yeah. Next year will be even better, I hope. So, have a nice day. Have a nice year. Have a nice new year. And I hope I see you next year. Goodbye.